bustling city, where skyscrapers reached for the clouds and honking cars filled the streets, there lay a hidden gem known as Greenwood Park. Tucked away from the chaos of the city, Greenwood Park was a sanctuary of lush greenery and vibrant flowers. And at the center of the park, hidden behind a tangle of overgrown bushes and ivy-covered walls, lay a secret garden. This secret garden was a place of wonder and magic, known only to a few lucky souls who stumbled upon its hidden entrance. Its pathways were lined with colorful blooms, and its air was filled with the sweet scent of jasmine and roses. But what made the garden truly special were its inhabitants, a group of whimsical creatures who called it home. At the heart of the garden stood a majestic oak tree, its branches stretching towards the sky like outstretched arms. Perched atop the highest branch was a wise old owl named Oliver, who served as the guardian of the garden. With his keen eyes and sharp wit, Oliver watched over the garden and its inhabitants with care. Beneath the oak tree, a bustling community of creatures made their homes among the flowers and shrubs. There were mischievous fairies who danced among the daisies, industrious ants who toiled away in the soil, and graceful butterflies who flitted from flower to flower. But despite the beauty and magic of the garden, there was one thing missing, a human companion to share in its wonders. And so, one fateful day, a curious young girl named Lily stumbled upon the hidden entrance to the garden. Lily was a city girl through and through, with a love for adventure and a heart full of curiosity. As she stepped through the ivy-covered archway and into the garden, her eyes widened with wonder at the sight before her. "Hello?" Lily called out, her voice echoing through the garden. "Is anyone here?" At the sound of her voice, Oliver the owl stirred from his perch and peered down at the curious newcomer below. Well, what do we have here?" Oliver hooted, his voice carrying through the garden. "A human in our midst. Welcome, young one, to the secret garden." Lily's eyes widened with amazement as she took in the beauty of the garden and its inhabitants. She watched in awe as the fairies danced among the flowers and the butterflies flitted through the air. "I've never seen anything like this before," Lily exclaimed, her heart pounding with excitement. "It's like something out of a fairy tale." Oliver chuckled softly and flew down from his perch to greet the curious newcomer. "Indeed it is, my dear," Oliver replied, his wise eyes twinkling with amusement. "But every fairy tale needs a hero, and I believe you may be just the one we've been waiting for." With Oliver's guidance, Lily began to explore the secret garden and meet its colorful inhabitants. She laughed and danced with the fairies, listened to the ants' tales of bravery, and marveled at the butterflies' graceful flight. As days turned into weeks and weeks turned into months, Lily's bond with the garden and its inhabitants grew stronger. She learned the secrets of the flowers and the language of the butterflies, and she became fast friends with Oliver the owl and all the other creatures who called the garden home. But as much as Lily loved her newfound friends and the magical world of the secret garden, she knew that she couldn't stay forever. With a heavy heart but memories to last a lifetime, Lily bid farewell to the garden and its inhabitants, promising to return whenever she could. And though she returned to the bustling city and the chaos of everyday life, Lily carried the magic of the secret garden with her always, a reminder that sometimes, the most extraordinary adventures can be found in the most unexpected places. small village nestled amidst rolling hills and meandering streams, there lived a girl named Amelia. With her fiery red hair and bright green eyes, she was known for her boundless curiosity and adventurous spirit. Every day, she would explore the nooks and crannies of the village, searching for hidden treasures and untold mysteries. One sunny afternoon, as she roamed through the woods on the outskirts of the village, Amelia stumbled upon a narrow path that seemed to beckon her forward. Intrigued, she followed it deeper into the heart of the forest, the canopy of trees overhead casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. As she walked, she noticed the air growing cooler, and the sounds of birdsong and rustling leaves seemed to fade away, replaced by an eerie silence that sent shivers down her spine. Undeterred, she pressed on, her curiosity driving her forward. Finally, after what felt like hours of walking, Amelia emerged into a small clearing bathed in soft, golden light. Before her lay a sight unlike anything she had ever seen, a secret garden hidden away from the world, its lush greenery and vibrant blooms stretching out as far as the eye could see. Amelia's heart raced with excitement as she stepped into the garden, the scent of flowers filling her senses and the soft grass tickling her bare feet. Everywhere she looked, she saw wonders, delicate blossoms in every shade of the rainbow, shimmering ponds teeming with colorful fish, and butterflies flitting through the air like tiny jewels. But as she explored further, Amelia began to sense that there was something more to this garden than met the eye. Strange whispers seemed to echo through the air, and she felt as though she was being watched from the shadows. Ignoring her growing unease, she pressed on, determined to uncover the garden's secrets. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the garden, Amelia stumbled upon a hidden grove at the heart of the garden. There, amidst the towering trees and tangled vines, she found a magical fountain, its waters shimmering with an otherworldly light. In that moment, Amelia understood, this garden was no ordinary place. It was a sanctuary, a haven for all manner of magical creatures who sought refuge from the outside world. And as she dipped her hand into the cool waters of the fountain, she knew that she had been chosen to protect this precious place from harm. From that day on, Amelia returned to the secret garden whenever she could, tending to its flowers and befriending its inhabitants. And though she knew that her adventures would eventually take her far from the garden, she also knew that she would always carry its magic with her, a secret treasure hidden away in her heart. And so, with a smile on her lips and a twinkle in her eye, Amelia set off into the sunset, ready to embark on countless new adventures, knowing that no matter where life took her, she would always have her memories of the secret garden to guide her along the way.